The village of Colombey-les-Deux-Églises achieved fame as a home and burial site of the 20th century soldier and statesman General Charles de Gaulle. The Charles de Gaulle Memorial was opened in 2008 by French President Nicolas Sarkozy and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. It celebrates the life and times of the former general, president, and national hero. Very cultural today. We are on day 3 on our trip, and we starting the day, well, we have already started because JB came by with some fresh croissant and some really nice coffee. But are we going to talk about that? No. We're talking about the memorial, because this is, after all, the place where they did bury Charles de Gaulle. Now, I met up with Thomas, who works here at the memorial, and you're going to explain a little bit what do we have here?
Yeah. So welcome to the Charles de Gaulle Memorial. This site was inaugurated 5 years ago by 2 chiefs of state, both Nicolas Sarkozy and Angela Merkel. They came here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of reconciliation between France and Germany, since Charles de Gaulle received Konrad Adenauer in his house La Boisserie, that was in September 1958. Well, we are in the hall of this memorial, and just by here is a car owned by Charles de Gaulle. This was a private car. He owned it between 1955 and 1958. That's one of the most famous cars in France. This is a Citroën Traction. Just above us is the permanent exhibition. In a few minutes we will be inside, and thanks to this exhibition you will discover a part of history, this period from Charles de Gaulle's birth until his death. Something very, very interactive, very modern also, to show a part of history. Let's go.
This is a truly fascinating space. The memorial is divided up chronologically, taking the major series of events in de Gaulle's life and presenting them through films, multimedia, interactive displays, images, and words. It's a touching and emotional experience. Outside is no less impressive, as the memorial overlooks the whole of the countryside. It's a breathtaking view. It's certainly one of the most outstanding monuments to a national hero I have ever seen. Speaking of heroes, it just so happens that Jean-Baptiste's father, Gérard, who runs his own restaurant, was one of the pallbearers at Charles de Gaulle's funeral, and is considered somewhat of a local hero himself. To watch him turn our amazing French traditional food single-handedly in his own busy restaurant is quite an inspiring sight. His home-cooked creations are simple, uncomplicated, and oh so delicious. Cooking runs in the blood of this family, and they do it so well. So does their other passion of hunting, and he was excited to show us his collection of trophies. After lunch, we met with Sebastian, who runs an engraving company right in the middle of town. He and his father have built the company into a hugely successful business by turning out some of the highest quality laser engraving in France and producing products for some of France's largest brand names. It was pretty cool to see how it all works and learn about the technology that makes it all possible.
Sûrement qu'il puisse se reposer et profiter pleinement de sa retraite.
Wow, so basically it's very interesting how trends do change in the last 30 years to the last 5 years, and what's happening now and what's really on demand. Seb and his dad and all his team are doing a great job. They're growing very, very fast because of what the demand is for the new market, whatever that should be, covering so many different businesses.
Now it doesn't get cooler than this. Sébastien's handed over the keys to his Citroën and we took it for yet another amazing drive out in the countryside. Man, I love this place.
Let's do me. Let's do me. Let's do me. Let's do me.
Voilà Daniel, un des petits coins que je connais très bien parce que ici je viens ramasser mes fleurs et quelques herbes pour ma cuisine. Et ma
Pour ta
pâtisserie.
cuisine, hein?
Tiens, regarde, tu vois, pas besoin de marcher des heures. Regarde, voici des plantes que je prends souvent pour faire un sorbet. Cette fleur s'appelle la reine des prés. Donc c'est un petit goût de miel et d'amande. L'amande l'emporte, il faut bien piler ça. On se fait macérer ça dans la préparation pour les glaces. Bien infusé et après c'est exceptionnel. C'est un goût vraiment de miel d'amande. Ça se marie très bien avec les abricots par exemple.
Ah, ok.
Et là tu as juste la rivière à côté. Je viens récupérer de temps en temps un peu de cresson, mais plus vers l'automne. Et en ce moment je prends la menthe sauvage. Voilà. La menthe sauvage, elle est très parfumée. Voilà. Et c'est un petit goût comme ça de fraîcheur plus fort qu'une menthe qu'on utilise pour le thé par exemple. Celle-ci elle explose vraiment plus au niveau de la chlorophylle. C'est extraordinaire. Et bien sûr, pour les amateurs de pêche, belle truite et beau brochet pour l'assiette du restaurant. Voilà.
Bring the action.
Before of a place beneath the shore where you can go and live with happy little fish. And if you find this place far beneath the waves,
Jean-Baptiste had been invited to take us by the home of an old couple living a slow and simple life in a small house by a pond in the countryside. They welcomed us into their home. We sat and talked, shared a cold drink, and shared a few laughs. I don't suppose they get many visitors, so it was nice to spend time with them.
to the 32nd floor to get the things you need, a job that makes you breathe, a box you've come to
There's a feeling of culture and history here that we don't have living in big modern cities. Everything is old and natural in the way it's been for so many years. The houses, the landscape, the traditions, unchanged and still connected to the past. It's a rich life.
The life you killed.
Well, evening had come and we met with Gérard for our short hunting trip into the forest. We met at his hunting lodge and got ourselves dressed up in the hippest camo gear, ready to go.
I've been told before that it's deep beneath the shore, but you can spend your days with crustaceans who live to play. And in this ivory tower, a year goes by an hour, and you won't want to leave. You'd rather be here and free of cages built from thought until your brain.
It was different than I imagined. No talking, slow moving, and more like a meditation than a hunting trip. It really was. You slow down and concentrate your mind and pay attention to every step, every sound, and every movement in the distance. For the first 20 minutes, I thought of nothing else except spotting our game. But in the end, the game was smarter than us. But that's okay.
Until you're dying dead. That empty.
It turned out to be a great walk in the middle of the forest and a time to think back on what we had seen and done over the past few days. What an amazing experience.
When you are born again, and you still feel.
Back on the plane, flying back to Thailand, the whole thing seemed like a dream. Certainly a dream that I want to have again.
You feel